It's travel day, y'all. Come along with us. We're going to San Antonio. We're actually going to Medina Lake Thousand Trails, which is like 45 minutes from San Antonio, but San Antonio is the reason that we're going there pretty much. As you know or may not know, Medina Lake is now called Medina No Lake according to the staff because the lake dried up. We have a video a couple of years ago where there was still water, and then another one that with an update, the water was lower, but now there is no water at all in Medina Lake. But we love the area, Texas Hill Country, and we're gonna have some fun.
Hello and welcome back. If it's your first time here, I'm Scott.
And I'm Allison.
And we're
Jarhead and Ginger's Journey.
We're full-time RVers. We do destination videos, tips and tricks, and all things RV. If that sounds like something you'd like, go ahead and hit the subscribe button and come along on our journeys. If I had my way, we'd have a piece of land here in Texas Hill Country to park the RV on for a month or two out of the year, but not close enough to the grandbaby for this one. But I am looking forward to this next stop because we get to go into San Antonio for mi Tierra, yes. Mexican food. Awesome.
Yes, my favorite Mexican food. We'll take you along with us and do some exploring in the area, show you some of the beautiful scenery, and show you the No Lake. Hopefully we get a good spot because they have done some upgrades to the sites. There are some 50 amp full hookups, more than there used to be, so we're crossing our fingers for full hookups.
Always.
Do you want to park down by the lake or no lake, whatever, down there?
Down by the no lake, yeah.
Or up.
We've never parked down there.
Yeah, we've never gotten a site down by the lake, so that would be nice. But I don't know about the sites there if they're upgraded or not. And I like that spot because there's a lot of deer all the time down there,
yeah.
And I just like to walk around and used to look at the lake, now look at the no lake. But
yeah, the deer are really fun to watch down there too. There's tons and tons of deer. Yeah,
they'll eat out of your hand, but now they say you're not supposed to feed them. So we'll have to go pick up some cabbage. Just kidding. So anyhow, here we go.
Hiding everything in life feels very frightening. So much that I longer don't know why.
Your GPS might tell you to turn on PR37. If you've got a big size rig, don't do it. Pass PR37 and go up to 1283, and then you catch back up to PR37. If you take the first PR37, it's a very tight, windy road. We'll show you that in another trip next time we go, or when we go to town. This is 8th Street. This is the road that you take to get into Medina Lake Campground. Whatever you do, don't take 3rd Street if your GPS tells you that, because it is too narrow. But I would go by there in your car or truck and just check out. There's a house with a whole lot of birds, turkeys, and all kinds of stuff. Just interesting to drive by and see. But this neighborhood is, it's a residential area. This is the main road through the neighborhood. They're all named after, all the streets are named after states, but you can see that, it's kind of run down or whatever, but once you get to the campground, it's fine. Go slow through here because there are deer everywhere. I don't know if you can see it right now, but there's one crossing in front of us. And then you'll go all the way to the stop sign and turn, and then turn right, and then you'll turn left into Medina Lake RV Resort. And there's the deer. Oh dear. They're everywhere around here.
Right onto Florida Avenue.
This turn onto Florida Avenue is kind of hard because you cannot see the stop sign. So you want to swing way out to turn right, but you can't tell if there's anybody coming until you get right up here. But this is your turn to Medina Lake. And there seems to be a dog laying in the road all the time last time we were here. There's just a few trailers and stuff and older homes, but we've never had any problems or heard of any problems from the residents. Everybody seems to keep to themselves.
Turn left onto Spedal Road.
There's the Thousand Trails sign. We're gonna take a left here. Over here you see the guard shack. There's never anybody in it, but we're gonna turn left here and go check in. It shows you to pull around. You pull straight forward and drive around this little loop, and you'll go inside the office and check in. All right, we got this little card that they gave us. We're gonna scan it here at the gate, and it will raise up the barrier. And here we are, Medina Lake. Let's go find a site. Oh, look over there. They still have that old house. It's still standing, but it's even falling apart more. We talk about that in depth in our video, talk about the history of the Spettle house there. Last time we were here, we stayed back there at the top part of the campground. We found 50 amp hookups, but the man just said there are no 50 amp full sewer hookups. We've stayed down that road before, but we want to drive down to the lake and see if there's anything good. Well, not lake, and see if there are any good sites down there. And we need one without all the trees so that we can point our Starlink. I think that one of these sites would be nice because you get to look over the No Lake. It's almost like you're not even at a campground, like you're out boondocking somewhere all to yourself. Look at that. That would be a nice site. I think we're gonna take one of these, so we'll get set up and show you our site.
So Mama, every thought I have, I'm done. But it's like
We are all set up. Here's our site. It is 20, 30, and 50 amp with water, but there's no sewer in this area. There's a dump station, and we're only here for a week, so it's fine. There is a $3 per day upgrade fee for 50 amp. Look at this view though. It's like we are boondocking because there's really no one in sight. It would be a lakefront site if there was any water in the lake. We are all set up. Scott put the deck out, and it looks like Harry is enjoying himself, made himself right at home. Can't wait for the deer to start coming through here. I'm sure they'll be by, and we can hear coyotes in the evenings probably, and get to watch the birds. And Scott is just gonna sit and enjoy himself on the deck for a while since he's worked so hard getting us here and getting set up. If Xanadu will let him. This is PR 37. It's the road that we warned you about that we would not want to pull our momentum down. It is a 2-lane, windy road with rocks along the sides of the road, and just would not be a good time to pull, or a good place to pull an RV through.
Yeah, they have writing on the roads. We'll try and get that in a shot for you guys. It says slow curves of 20 or maybe 30 miles an hour. Not undoable in an RV, just there's a better, easier route, so we prefer to go in on the other road like she warned you guys about earlier in the video.
Yeah, I kind of got car sick on this road when I was looking at my phone, and I don't normally get car sick, so that tells you how bad it was, or it is. Slow curve ahead.
Oh, 35.
35 miles per hour. They need to repaint it. It's pretty light. Could y'all see that on the road? Yeah, that's scary. This is a 20 mile per hour curve.
I think we'll stop showing this now so you guys don't get road sick or car sick.
Well, we're back in the truck. It seems we spend a lot of time in here, don't we? Today, we're headed to San Antonio, and we're gonna run some errands, and we're gonna go to our favorite Mexican restaurant. If you've seen us, any of our videos in San Antonio, you've probably seen this restaurant. We're gonna take you there and then see what else we're up to today. So come along.
We normally don't go down into a city just because for the most part they're too tight for these big trucks, especially if you don't know your way around. We've been down here a bunch of times now, and I gotta say I love this parking lot. This is one of the best parking lots in one of the cities. It's only $5, park all day, and we're right here off of San Saba Street or road, and we can see Tierra from here. It was a little hairy today getting in because of all the construction they have down here on the roads, but we still made it, and you can see we got a decent spot.
Well, we're here. This guy holding his big old rooster in his hand is the front of Tierra. This place was my favorite as a child. I remember coming here with my mom, and every time we come to San Antonio, we have to go back to Tierra.
That's right. We think it's the best Mexican food on the planet that we've had anyway so far. And so we come here at least once a year. And what's really bad is when we leave Texas, they send us text messages because we've signed up for their Wi-Fi here. So they have our information. They send us text messages. And then we say, oh, we got to go to San Antonio. Let's go on in and check it out.
Well, as usual, it was very good. I got the mole enchiladas, and the mole sauce is so good. If you haven't tried mole, it's you either love it or you hate it. And it's chocolatey and kind of sweet and spicy at the same time.
And I got the Mexican dinner. It came with a taco, a enchilada, and a tamale. And it was, as usual, very good. We couldn't film much. Well, we couldn't film any with audio in there because they have music playing, and they also have mariachis coming around. So that's pretty cool. And again, if you ever get down to San Antonio area, you need to check out Tierra.
Now we're going to look around at some of the shops in Market Square.
Come on.
One of the fun things to do down here is El Mercado, or the market in Market Square. There's a shop full of wonderful decorations and all kinds of things Mexico. We've done a full video on this area before, but we're going to just take a quick sneak peek.
That's right, the market is pretty cool. There's a lot of neat stuff in there, but not much really for RVers.
No, we don't have room for this stuff, but it sure is fun to look at.
Come on.
Well, we did fill up at Tierra, but look where we're at. We're at another restaurant, y'all. We just had to come to Fat Tummy Empanadas. It was on Food Network, and our daughter loves these empanadas, so we're going to get her some and take them home and freeze them and give them to her when we get back to Houston.
Yeah, I had never heard of Fat Tummy Empanadas until Allison started talking about it, and our daughter ordered up some, so here we are. Let's go in and check it out. Those Fat Tummy Empanadas, guys, when we went in to get some for our daughter, we got a couple for ourselves as well, and we brought them home and cooked them later that evening. We didn't film it, we forgot to film it, but they were very, very good.
I didn't forget to film. I was in my pajamas and I was not going to get dressed. I needed some empanadas. I really liked them. I love the crust. I don't know if they're any different if you bake them at home versus bake them in the store. Have to go back and give that a try, right?
Yeah, I have to go try them in the store. We bought them like partially cooked. You can get them frozen, partially cooked, or completely ready to go, ready to eat. And like you saw from the footage, they have a small little area for seating there. You could sit down and eat like a regular lunch or dinner or whatever.
I'd definitely go back.
I would too. Little tiny hole in the wall place, but man, that empanada was good. It actually inspired us to go to another place, and you'll see that in next week's video.
And we're enjoying our time here at Medina Lake, or No Lake, as it's called now. We've been loving this view and our trips to San Antonio, and we're definitely going to have to book more time in this area. We do have a full video review, actually 2, on Medina Lake. Last time it was kind of a thumbs down, but definitely this time I'm back to 2 thumbs up.
Yeah, they have done some improvements in the park, a lot more 50 amp power sites and more power that's actually working at sites. Last time we were here, there was a lot of no power at sites and things like that. So they have been working to upgrade. They do have some work to go, but it's creeping back up on the good thumbs up.
Yes, it is.
Hello, I'm Tanya.
And I'm David.
Thank you.
And we are RVFamily.life. And join us next time on Jarhead and Ginger's Journey.